hope you all are doing well. In this section of my video, we'll be going through the concept of magnetic field through a circular coil, which is a topic of chapter number 13, NCERT class 10th, magnetic effects of current. As in the previous section of my video, we have gone through the concept of magnetic fields through various circuit elements and various conductors. In this concept, we'll be going through the concept of magnetic field through a circular coil. Before going through this, let us imagine a circular coil and current is flowing through it. As you all know that current will be flowing into the circular coil, the direction of lines of forces can be easily calculated by Fleming's right hand thumb rule, with the help of which you can calculate the direction of lines of forces at two different ends. So let us examine this with the help of a given figure. As you can observe that you are given this a simple circular coil. Imagine this is a circular coil having radius r. As you can observe, the current is entering through this end A and leaving through this end B, with which you can observe that the direction of current in this coil is anti-clockwise direction. Looking these two ends, if you calculate the direction of lines of forces by right hand thumb rule, you will observe that the lines of forces as usual is formed in concentric circles. As you can observe, it is in anti-clockwise direction. Similarly, if you observe the direction lines of forces in the other end, the lines of forces are clockwise. Again, they are formed in the form of concentric circles. But these concentric circles are formed near the end of circular coil. As you move from end towards the center, the lines of forces expands, and it is being observed that on moving, if you are going through a large coil, if you are going from this ends towards the center, that at the center the lines of forces almost become straight. Hence we can simply denote that the lines of forces are actually not straight, but they are appearing to be straight at the center, as the concentric circles becomes bigger and bigger as you move away from the conductor. Depending upon this concept, we can easily observe the factors on which magnetic field due to a circular coil depends. The very first factor, magnetic field due to a circular coil, is directly proportional to N, where N is the number of turns. N represents the number of turns of a coil. That is, greater the number of turns, greater will be the strength of magnetic field produced. Second, magnetic field is directly proportional to I. That is, magnitude of current which is flowing through the coil. Greater the magnitude of current flowing through the coil, stronger will be the strength of magnetic field which will be created. Another important parameter, magnetic field is inversely proportional to radius of coil. R stands for radius of coil, which implies that greater the radius, smaller will be the strength of magnetic field. Or you can say, as you move away from the conductor, the strength of magnetic field decreases. This concept you have already studied in the previous section while we are going through the straight conductor. So these are the three basic factors on which field due to a circular coil depends. So the basic concept which comes into play, with the help of which we can determine the direction of lines of forces, is again right hand thumb rule. So right hand thumb rule is a very important concept, as we have applied that in straight conductor as well as in circular coil. Again, remember this point, that lines of forces appears to be in the form of concentric circles towards the end of a conductor of circular coil, and as you are moving towards the center, the lines of forces are appearing to be straight. These three are the factors on which field due to a circular coil depends. I hope you have understood this topic well. Thank you.